I remember I've actually used AI to write some text messages to people I've met to some crushes.
Oh my God, bro.
Oh, hell no, man.
If they are not watching.
Actually, I'm not sure you can have.
Kamera yangu. Hi.
Oh my God.
Big hands.
Hi Dan, how are you?
Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening.
So I have a poem here about it's titled Vibe Coding.
The stage is yours.
So
Yeah.
okay, here's my poem. AI hasn't just changed how we code, it's changed who can code. Seniors sleeping more. And the vibe is strong. Because now you don't need to know everything. You just need to know how to ask. Can you rate me? Can you rate my poem 1 out of 10?
7.
7, really? That's too many.
The 3 is for
The three is for
expounding, making them understand why the point.
Okay. We explained the 3. We will. By the time we're finishing the episode, will be 10 over 10. Anyway,
for sure.
Let's get straight to it. Vibe coding, AI. Oh man, it's I think as I said in a TikTok I did, it's the first time we're experiencing a new technology, like, because I think internet was the other very revolutionary technology. And I don't think we were present when that happened. We are very lucky, I think, to be alive when such a major technology
for sure.
innovation really impacts the world in a way I would want to believe. Not even, I think AI is already very impactful. I don't think it's been.
For sure, it is.
Somebody said, actually, we think AI is overhyped, but it's actually underhyped.
It's underhyped. I agree.
Do you agree with that statement? Let's start there. Is AI underhyped or overhyped?
I think it's underhyped, as you say, as he said. Because I mean,
I'm saying by extension.
Vibes. I mean, there are so many things you can do with AI. I mean, so many from the basics, the basics all the way to advanced stuff. I think that's where today's conversation is going. I mean, remember way back when we were using before even ChatGPT came through, came to the limelight, using Jasper to just create, captions, marketing headlines. Yeah. I mean, that was like, back then, that was like how many years ago? 4 years ago. That time AI wasn't like a thing, but right now, starting even from crafting a simple a text message to blast to your broadcast group. To your WhatsApp channel. Texting. From the basics of the way now to things like we're talking about even guiding you to deploy a full scale application.
Full scale application.
Yeah. So AI. It's underhyped. That's just trying to.
Yeah, if you look at how it's been traversing across industries and impacting every area. I think on that it's underhyped. And what we said in the other session, I think podcasts, I think that even explains it more why it's underhyped. But of course, for today, I think we not really think we are gonna focus on AI in software development, because I've been vibe coding. I've tried Replete, Lovable, Casa.
Awesome.
We did a bit of Replete and Lovable with you, but then for me, I had some more time to really get deeper into Casa.
Yeah.
You saw what I demoed to you.
Yeah, quite.
How was it?
You can only imagine what how much time you take to just build a simple UI for authentication. Writing the code from line 1 to, how many lines can you estimate, like how many lines you had?
I think it's in thousands.
You see,
I'm not. Yeah, it's in thousands. I'm not sure it's reached 100K.
Yeah, you see.
But it's in
You
thousands.
can imagine doing that with, VS
I did that in 2 days.
in 2 days. So that,
And I was just learning how to use the application actually. I wasn't very conversant to it. And I was able to do proper front end, everything in React. I don't know React actually. I've never done React. I've done Python and those ones are more conversant, but React I've never really done.
and you don't code like every other day.
And I'm not a coder
You're not a
actually.
coder,
For
you
me, I know I've been a vibe coder actually all these other time. I've never gone into that's the thing I'm doing full time.
Specializing on a
Exactly.
language.
So I will not call myself a coder, but I was able to code in a language I've never written and produce something that is working.
User ready actually.
User ready.
Something you can demo.
It's only connecting the backend, which it actually can also do. The way it did front end, there's no way it's not gonna do backend. I think I'll come back with next, between now and the next episode, I'll be doing the backend and I'll come back with feedback on whether it's working exactly and whether it's actually now a proper end-to-end working. But I wanted, because I think the hype is real.
For sure.
As much as it's underhyped, the hype is there. So I was like, I need to. I just don't want to assume things and imagine. A lot of people are imagining AI is a toy technology, especially the incumbents, so to say. The people who have been there in the software industry coding.
For sure.
And as I was telling you, oh, and by the way, I had a joke, not really a joke, but as you're talking about the impact of AI, I remember I've actually used AI to write some text messages to people I've met, to some crushes.
They are not watching.
I can't. Actually, I'm not sure you can that. So, but that's how impactful it is.
Exactly, it is.
But anyway, back to software development. What did I just lost some train of thought. But so I'll do the application and then I'll come back to with it. So as you're saying, I think AI is actually underhyped.
For sure.
And software development, as we know it, it's been, I think the people who've been in software, the disruption is too quick, it's too uncomfortable. There's a whole new steep learning curve. And the default human reaction to it is actually to keep your old. You want to now keep a gate because you talk to developers and most of them don't fully want to embrace the new paradigm of and we have to put this disclaimer: AI is not replacing developers.
It isn't.
But it's gonna replace mediocre developers. It's gonna replace lazy developers. It's gonna replace developers who don't want to evolve mindset-wise.
People from the old.
So that's part. That's gonna be painful. But for me, it makes you a 2x developer. You become a 10x developer. Some developers will go all the way to 100x. But anyway,
they can.
Fundamentally, I think there are things we've learned over time, and I think whether the AI is there or not, the fundamentals of software development don't change. So then, how do we plug AI into our software development life cycle? Tell me.
I think, as you are saying, the software development life cycle won't change, and it cannot change actually because it always gets back to the basics of you have to define the problem, go all the way to designing, go now to coding, and then eventually go to deployment. And of course, after deployment, there is maintenance, which I think now is what is very important because once you build the application, then what next? You need to maintain it, make sure that it's working for everyone who is using it. Yeah, so I think one of the revolutionary parts of AI, to start with, is if you have an idea about an application, say even just a simple marketplace for say for groceries, local, but you need to start by, you have an idea, of course. You've done your market research, you know who to onboard, who to sell to. Now AI can help you to even just brainstorm the idea first. You brainstorm the idea, and then from there, now the next step would be to now put down now the requirements. As I said, requirements in as much as you'll be using AI to like you said, casa and all that, to move faster in terms of coding, you still need to define to these tools exactly what is your problem. And also, and now by doing that, I remember back when we used to brainstorm just a simple idea, now trying to lay out like the roadmap. It would take even 2 months just having sessions on the whiteboard to say you are taking this direction. The other week you change maybe you come, you say this stack won't work, or this particular module won't be really necessary. But now with AI, you're able to really brainstorm quickly and now set up a nice roadmap which will enable you to see the end result. So I think the first thing which will be which has really been touched and made easy is brainstorming and setting up the roadmap for a full blown software development
But
process.
even before brainstorming, before building, even brainstorming the building, I
Yeah,
think you can
exactly.
use AI to do market research.
Exactly.
Because
For sure.
it crawls the web,
For sure, yeah.
right? Because that's the
And
starting
actually,
bit.
you get everything real time actually.
Yeah,
Real time.
you can check on competitors. You can
Yeah. And you get the
see
latest.
what
Yeah.
people are searching, get reports, summaries of things. Like you can get so much about the area and what people are doing around it,
Yeah.
what people are searching, the trends.
The trends,
AI does it so quickly, more than Google would ever have done it.
For sure.
It filters
For sure.
for you the information very well. So that's even the first thing. I think AI helps you because you see, at the end of the day, software we are solving a problem using software, a customer problem using software. That is fundamentally, that is the most important thing.
That's where you start actually,
Right?
before you start thinking about the technology.
Exactly. So it's about solving, software is about solving a problem. And sorry to say, I think software development has had leverage. Code has had leverage. But I don't think moving forward, software development really becomes leverage.
For sure.
Because the coding becomes easy, so to say. Right?
Actually, it's easy.
It interfaces with the human language completely.
Yeah, you can use.
But you see, people will still want software.
For sure.
Talking of B2B software, people will still want software.
Software.
So code is
and
still
applications.
leverage. Code is leverage, but coding is not. Coding is not leverage anymore.
Absolutely.
But it will be
that's true.
leverage for people who understand solving problems. People who are in touch with the market. People who are in touch with the ideation, the creativity. Because we can solve the same problem differently. And what AI making coding a human language, then it means people can make solutions. But how do we make what's the difference in those solutions? So anyway, back to the life cycle.
Yeah.
So market research, ideation. The other step is
No, back after we said we've talked about now you went back to market research, and now we talked about brainstorming and now laying out the roadmap. Very well. You have the whole idea set up. You've done your problem definition, set up the roadmap. Now next, of course, see, after you do your definition of the problem, and now you have your roadmap. The next step is usually go to, mostly of course it's now trying to, it's an app, so it's a software, so you need to mock it up, simulate how it will look like at the end. So the phase of design also, I think, will be, I mean, and has been really revolutionized by AI. Because right now you don't need to go the old ways of mocking up from, I mean, from we used to call it, used to use what, I mean, Adobe was really used to do mockups. I mean, back in the, I mean, actually even today, some people use it.
It still gets
It's
used.
it, yeah, but now with AI, you just need to you feed your SSD, your your software screen document to the AI, and then you're able to get your mockups. And the good thing is that now already, because you have your roadmap set, you are able to produce mockups which are ready for the next step of now going to the real I mean, coding, producing now the working, the executable code. So I think also the design part, the mocking up, wireframing also has really been I mean, made easier by AI. You even things like, I think Figma also has some AI plugins, very nice ones. You're able to really move faster than the normal dragging and dropping. I mean, creating the the screens, the navigation, the buttons, all that. So I think design is also very well. I mean, very much not really. I mean, affected in a good way, because now you're able to move faster and get your mockups easily.
Okay. Yeah, I think just to comment on that, and because for me, I've done it practically. I think because once we said brainstorm, you ideate, you want to do, you have a requirements document.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
here we call it solution specification.
Yeah.
More or less the same thing.
The same
so
thing, actually.
like for CASA, you get good results with your vibe coding when you do a markup file, which are a product requirement document. You create a markdown file that it can reference. That's actually like the real hack when you're doing. And then when you have a PRD file, then it can help you break down the tasks. So it will be referencing the tasks and the products requirement document to stay within the context.
So you confine it with that.
Initially, when I remember we started, the biggest issue was it's hallucinating so much. It's giving you snippets of what you want and exactly what you really don't want.
skip that
Like
step.
it just mixes both, and
we
it
skip
just
that
looks
step,
like
yeah.
it's so chaotic,
Yeah,
and you're like, I don't think, because every prompt, there's snippets of what you want and snippets, and a lot of garbage
different.
again.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's just a loop, never ends of
Yeah,
correcting it.
correcting
so
it, yeah.
you're going through a loop of just. But now with context, when you set your PRD and your tasks, I'm telling you, I mean, me, I was shocked at how much that thing improves to like 90 something % accuracy.
I know.
You get, so
Yeah.
it's that means if you really don't understand software development life cycle and the technicalities around it, then you also won't get so much from
You won't
this
get so
application.
much
And that's why
value.
we are saying vibe coding is really so much about you bringing your prior experience to it, and then it turbocharging you to another whole level.
Exactly.
So like for me, who is a bare minimum kind of a person in terms of that's not my area, but I'm able now to do so much.
Yeah.
What about a guy who every day that's their thing? I mean, what I've realized is I think most of these people, they are so in love, they are falling in love with the process of doing things, how they've been doing it. They don't want that process disrupted.
I don't want to.
But imagine
feel
now
that
you're
disruption.
getting another new process, which is way It's like somebody you've been using a Toyota 110 for the longest time, and then somebody is telling you, "I'll give you a Ferrari,"
Getting
and
a
you
Ferrari.
and you don't want the Ferrari. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
I know, of course, it's uncomfortable, but
It is. It's very uncomfortable, of course.
But what you're saying is you still need to understand with vibe coding, actually, this is the only hack you need. Just look through the whole software development and then see how you insert all those steps into your vibe coding. So that you're still working within context.
Within context. I mean,
Because
it's the same
even
thing.
traditionally, we
You're
develop
doing-
software
you're doing
within
the same
context.
thing. Yeah. Exactly.
And the good thing, the tools have provided ways to add context. So context is the keyword here in vibe coding, and this is just a secret, and just so that you don't have to go there and waste so much time or even give up. Because actually, what we realized is actually you can give up on it.
You can
when
give
you're in that whole loop of prompting, and then
you
it just
can
keeps
give up,
spitting
yeah.
garbage. It becomes very
give up.
frustrating.
Yeah, you can give up.
But that's the thing. So use PRD and then use tasks. Then from there, just break your project down into small modules. Authentication, for example, do your dashboard, then just go like that, like that. It will actually just develop. You will have errors here and there, which and it actually spits very well written code, by the way. People say, oh, it's
very
spitting code you
structured,
can't
actually.
understand.
It's very
No,
structured.
the code is actually very, very well written,
very
very
well
easy to
structured.
understand.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
Very well
I mean,
structured, yeah.
that's just about it. I think in a summary, that's about it about vibe coding and building. Because, I mean, every other software goes through that. I don't think it's complicated. You're solving a real problem, understand the requirements, and coding within the requirements. And then from there, take the product to the market, iterate from the user feedback. And the AI will be there to do. Another cool thing is do version control.
Yeah, for sure.
Because anytime it writes, it's writing, so you can always fall back. Because if it
back
reaches somewhere, maybe it gets you get stuck, and
get stuck.
you've not really because so it's good you can revert back to a certain, and then now go back, build again, so that you just don't also get very messy. So, but these are things that are traditionally have been there.
They've been there, actually. Nothing is changing.
Just take
actually.
that workflow and bring it to the AI. It just double charges you in a big way. So I think that's about it. I don't know what you have to add.
Yeah, I think for me, I would just say, I mean, it's just very simple. Web coding is just using AI to move faster, I mean, with less friction. I mean, because you have all the, I mean, you have all the resources to make you define your problem faster. I mean, design, code, deploy, and continue maintaining.
That's just about it. And the AI, I think over time we'll be able to plug into all those.
Exactly, all those processes. So
it actually can even right now.
Can.
I don't know why we are talking about it futuristically. By the way,
it can.
We are getting used to this whole new vibe. So but that's about it for today. We thought we could touch on vibe coding as
for sure.
So keep vibing with AI. I think in terms of right now there is vibing into everything. There's vibe marketing, there's vibe coding, there's vibe what? Everything is now vibe customer servicing. Imagine you have AI doing most of your, and you just have to
vibe customer support. So
vibe customer support. Everything is a vibe now with AI. AI is basically becoming like a human interface.
For sure. Exactly.
I mean, and just about it. So don't fight AI. I feel people are trying to talk it down and all these things, but I don't know. I don't think that wins.
Doesn't
it's too late. I don't think we are going back.
We're not going
back. We're not going back. So anyway, that's it for today. If you like the content, comment, share, subscribe, and tell a friend. See you in the next one.
Adios.
Yeah, adios.